STEM was a week-long workshop. The goal of STEM is to bring together people from all different disciplines. People who study the galaxy, people who study the sun, people who study the heliosphere, the bubble around the solar system, people who study the ancient climate, and really discuss and trying to find those interconnecting regions to understand what can allow for life to exist now, what helped develop life in the past, and trying to understand where we're going in the future as a whole as we transit through the galaxy.
I'm very much interested in the physics of the heliosphere, mostly from the perspective of the in-situ ions from the Voyagers, and not just from the Voyagers, also the New Horizons that's coming up.
The focus primarily is on this outer edge of the heliosphere. So that's the driver to say, okay, from that point, we can kind of branch out and say, what other factors could be related to that? So for instance, the climate 2 million years ago.
A lot of what I do is I reconstruct past events in Earth history, especially the last few million years, looking at changes in the chemistry of sediments on the ocean floor. For models that predict how variations in the heliosphere might impact the radiation that Earth receives, we can actually go out into ocean sediments and test for, do we see evidence of big changes in Earth's radiation in the marine beryllium-10 record?
I was particularly interested about this paleoclimate research and all the effects that a cold cloud could have in the heliosphere and at Earth.
Thinking way outside our usual realm and imagining where the sun was in the past and how it's influenced the heliosphere and perhaps terrestrial phenomena.
Coming to swim for me is that stepping out of my own field, and I really enjoy this experience. And so I'm looking forward to taking the things I learned here and taking them back and sort of thinking about how can I develop new tools or new records within what I do in terms of measuring the chemistry of marine sediments to sort of help answer some of these heliophysics questions that I wouldn't even be knowing about if I hadn't come to a conference like SWIM.
Having those different communities come together where you can really foster discussion and learn about different things. There are people who work with things close to the sun who had never thought about the paleoclimate. There are people who work with the galaxy and the Interstellar Medium who had never thought about the shape of the heliosphere before.
So when we all come together and we sort of combine the knowledge that we have accumulated all these years, beautiful things happen.
And I hope we will get to do it annually and bring continuously the folks that came here from other fields of research continue coming. We will broaden our call for planetary too, to start attending the paleoclimate folks to continue coming. So thank you so much for coming.